Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Pentiment, the medieval monastic murder mystery. I'm never going to get tired of saying that. It's just, it just rolls off the tongue, all those M's. It's wonderful. Anyhow, at this point in time, the Baron is dead. He is the first, or, will there be more? We don't know, but certainly he has been murdered, or we strongly believe that he has been murdered. And we have now got a list of suspects whom we can interrogate to see if they are the ones who murdered the Baron. So, we could go and interview the Lucky Steinauer, the widow Ottilia, Mother Cecilia, again, or Prior Ferenc. But I was reminded of something at the end of last episode. We were also told that we could examine the autopsy of the Baron's body. So I think it would actually be useful to do that first, just to see if we can find any clues or elicit any information from there that would help us in the interrogation with the aforementioned four. So I think we'll do that there first. Let's head back to the Abbey and see if we can do some autopsying. So yeah, I think that's all I've got to say about that. Now the question is, how do we get in there? Can we just go in through the front? Oh yeah, of course we have to throw a stone. Okay, let's do it. And there he is. Florian. Andreas, this way. Alright, let's see what we can learn. There you are. I'm glad the storm didn't delay you. Now, even though I gave instructions that I was not to be disturbed, we must work quickly. Which means we will be disturbed. Seeing a corpse up close can be unsettling for some. I hope you're up to it. Well, I'm not sure, but I want to help Piero. I've paged through the Fasciculars Medicinae and seen its wound illustrations quite graphic. Yeah, let's show our learned background. Books don't quite convey the reality of the situation, Andreas, or the smell. Now then, you should probably take some notes as we go. They might be useful later. Ah, of course. There he is. The Baron. I will begin by inspecting his anterior, starting with the face and head. No visible wounds, no blemishes, teeth in good condition, nothing unusual. Neck, shoulders, and chest are ordinary. I need to clean some blood away to examine the torso. Yes, there it is. A puncture wound between the 6th and 7th ribs. It's fairly shallow, though. I estimate it penetrated only about an inch, and it likely came from his own hand. Interesting. Wait, he inflicted on himself? How can you tell? But that doesn't sound deep enough to have killed him. A Nuremberg inch or an Innsbruck inch? That doesn't sound deep enough to have killed him. It wasn't. It's likely incidental, received while falling on his own knife. Ooh, so then what? He must have some other wound that issued forth all the blood we found him in. And surely this must mean that Brother Piero is innocent. Who do you think killed him? I don't know. I can't even speculate. All I can do is examine this body and hope that you can figure out the rest. Simply pointing out the implausibility of Brother Piero striking the fatal blow may not be enough to convince the Archdeacon. So yeah, we will have to mount a nice bit of evidence not in favor of Piero. Brother Piero never should have picked up that knife. I'm sure the appearance of guilt never even crossed his mind. Now then, let's move on. Well, there is a sore on his sex, probably from the French disease. I doubt that it had anything to do with his murder. Would that be syphilis? I'm not familiar with it. It was first discovered 20 years ago by French soldiers visiting brothels in Naples. Anyway, it seems the Baron was not the most faithful husband, not uncommon among the nobility. Probably syphilis. I would expect a monk to be more shocked by this. Yeah, that's interesting, actually. I spent many years as a mercenary. Sex and death are common companions in that world. Besides, sex isn't all that rare, even in an abbey. Oh? Between the monks and the nuns? Between the brothers? How should we... Between the monks and the nuns? It's not relevant to our examination, Andreas. Let's continue. Interesting. Other than a few blisters on his feet from what I assume to be shoes, there's nothing wrong with his legs. I would assume are new shoes. Andreas, can you help me turn him over? Of course. There's a slight irregularity in his spine, probably from an old injury. I don't think it has anything to do with how he died, though. How could that have happened? I have no idea. Whatever the reason, it didn't contribute to his death. Here it is, a rather dramatic head wound. Oh yeah. The dark hair and the blood make it difficult to see, but it's quite bad. In my experience, I've never seen someone walk away from a head wound of this severity. How many head wounds have you seen? Too many, and not enough. As grim as it sounds, there is always more to learn. Italian doctors try to examine as many corpses as they can to fully understand the mysteries of the body. The battlefields of Poland and Lithuania aren't as ideal a learning environment as the University of Bologna, but they did provide an education of sorts. I'd rather be tutored by someone with experience than a novice with a university education. Yeah, why didn't you study medicine in a university? My family was too poor to even consider it. Mercenary work was my way off of the farm. The wound looks like it was caused by a single powerful blow from a blunt object, probably no more than 4 or 5 inches across. Well, how can you tell? The skull is cracked in a single spot, and there's a clear impression in the skin around it. It would take extraordinary precision to hit the same spot twice, unless the Baron were already dead. It's likely he didn't die immediately. How long could he have survived for? I've seen similar injuries in battle. The victims don't last more than a few minutes, but it's an agonizing death. Even so, he couldn't have wandered far from where the blow was first struck. So he may not have been attacked in the chapter house? Okay, that's interesting. He was either attacked in the chapter house or somewhere in the immediate area. Could he have been attacked outside of the abbey? The cloister? What about the big garden? I don't think it could be outside of the abbey. Maybe the cloister? Yes, that's possible. The cloister connects directly to the chapter house, but there's a high risk of being seen. Anyway, whatever killed the Baron was a blunt instrument of considerable heft. The part that impacted him was likely a little smaller than a fist. Could it have actually been a fist? I'd say 2 to 2.5 inches around. Perhaps a big mallet, a joining hammer, or even a round stone 4 to 5 inches across and held in the hand? That's specific. Estimating size, distance, and number have always come easily to me. Hopefully your talents will help you find the murder weapon in short order. Whoever did this must have caught the Baron unaware. Save the small knife wound, he has no other injuries. I suppose that he was struck, drew his knife to defend himself, and fell on it before Brother Piero discovered him. So I believe we've discovered 2 important things. Piero didn't stab the Baron, and even if he had, that wasn't what killed him. The Baron was killed by a blow to the head from a heavy blunt object. I mean, yeah, Piero didn't stab... Yeah, we know that for sure. Indeed. Though it may take more to convince the Archdeacon of Brother Piero's innocence. Indeed. Okay. And we also know that the Baron was killed by a blow to the head from a heavy blunt object. Now, you just need to find out what caused the blow and learn who struck it. Oh, there is one other item of interest. I found it in the Baron's jacket, but didn't want to open it without you. Alright, let's have a look. A note of some kind. As I am a caretaker of men, you are a caretaker of parchment. I leave it in your capable hands. Das Mädchen, das starb und die Unschuldige mit ihr. So the girl who died, and the innocent with her. I'm not sure what the next Natutine. Capital house, chapter house. What does it say? The girl who died, and the innocent with her. Matin's chapter. Ah, okay, that was close. The girl? What girl? And what innocent? One of the nuns? Someone from the village? Your guess is as good as mine. The girl. One of the nuns, maybe? It's been years since any of the nuns have died. Perhaps Mother Cecilia would remember. Can you tell who wrote it? It's definitely someone with a great deal of experience as a scribe, but it can't be Idak or Gui. Someone with an extremely refined hand. This was done without any guides. They're not in Italian, I can tell you that. Italian scribes use humanist script. This is highly refined Gothic. Okay, let's go with our knowledge of that. As good as Idak and Guy are, I don't think they could replicate this. What, really? If not them, who? I intend to find out. I wish you good luck finding the answer. Now, I'm sorry to rush you, but I must ask you to leave. Every minute you stay here is an additional Uh-oh. Were you expecting someone? Werner. Brother Florian, could you open up? It's Werner Stolz, the physician from Tassing. Yes, I'm in the middle of something. Could you return after supper? I'm afraid it can't wait. Father Gernot asked me to examine the Baron's body. All right, just give me a moment. Andreas, I need you to hide yourself. Of course, why? From Werner? I don't care if he knows I'm here. Yeah, let's just hide. Let's just chill. Do what he says. Keep a low profile. Ah, Dr. Stolz. Sorry to keep you waiting. Now, what did you need? The abbot wanted me to examine the Baron's body before his wife arrives. It seems unnecessary at this point, as I've just completed my own examination. Well, then what's the harm in letting me take a look? Dr. Stolz, with all due respect, I've finished. The cause of death is clear. If you had arrived an hour ago, I would have had no problem with your assistance. Assistance? I'm a university-trained physician. I can examine a corpse on my own without the help of a battlefield sawbones. Step forward to confront Werner. No, let's just remain hidden. Regardless of your opinions regarding my abilities, the examination is finished. If you insist on inspecting the body anyway, I must insist that the abbot tells me himself. What? Making me bring the abbot here is a waste of time. So is performing an examination on this corpse immediately after one was just completed. Idiotic. I'll return with Father Gernot presently. Okay, that of course was just to buy us time. Lovely jubbly. Thank you, Florian. That was close. Now, quickly, leave through the cloister before they return. Of course. Thank you, Brother Florian. Think nothing of it. I'll see you tomorrow. Until then. Okay, so that was pretty educational. I should find someone to eat with. Alright. I can't get that note out of my head. The girl who died and the innocent with her? What could it mean? And who wrote it? Let's have a quick look to see with whom we can have dinner. So we could... whose house is that there? Something house? Abbot house? Oh, that must be the guest house. So we can have a meal at the guest house? That's interesting. What about in Autopsy? We've got a few people here. The charcoal burner, Franz Bauer. Let's... Hang on, so if this is the guest house, then that must mean that the Baron's wife is there. So, yeah, let's go to the guest house then, and see if we can share a meal with her. Furchin? Hello? Gotta pet the animals, guys. It's obligatory in this playthrough. cute little dog. Alright. Lady Salomea. Is it Salomea or Salomea? Ah, Master Maler, would you care to share supper at my table? I would like to talk to you about my late husband. Yeah, let's have dinner with her. Of course, please lead the way. Thank you. Please, sit. Oh, here we go, Grace. Everyone close your eyes. Bless us, O Lord, in these thy gifts, which we're about to receive from your bounty. Through Christ our Lord. Amen. Amen. I gotta say, this is probably the fanciest meal we've eaten so far. I find myself rather out of place here, without the comfort of the Baron. Thank you for agreeing to share a meal with me, Master Maler. Of course, the honor is mine. You must have been staying nearby to arrive here so quickly. It's a terrible thing what happened to the Baron. Must admit I'm surprised you wish to... yeah, let's use logic. You are an observant man, Master Maler. Indeed, I was staying in Innsbruck while my husband visited the abbey. Alright, what are we going to start with? Quail, Emmental cheese and wheat bread, and frumenty. Let's go with the quail, come on. We'd meant to take a tour of the Alpine towns before returning to our home in Worms, but... well, return we shall. Sorry for your loss. Yeah, let's be sympathetic. The sorrow is just the first of many, I'm afraid. Are you married yourself, Master Maler? A woman waits for me in Nuremberg. When I finish work here, we'll be wed. No, and truth be told, I'm not looking forward to the prospect. I mean... Are we... Let's try this here. That is a shame. There are joys to be found in marriage, should you care to work for them. Perhaps it is no surprise you and Lawrence became fast friends. I imagine he saw something of himself in you. Do you mean to say you knew of his excursions? Rarely have I met someone with such a depth of knowledge and a thirst for debate. I hope I should meet a more peaceful end than he did. What are we going to go with? We're going to talk of the Baron. I mean, do we want to go there? Or keep it highbrow? Talk about his love of thirst and debate. Yeah, let's go with that. His thirsts were not limited to his scholarly pursuits, regrettably. His lust for drink and women once afflicted him with great remorse, though such shame faded with time. Lorenz was a flawed man. His various infidelities were no secret to me, but are we not all flawed before Christ? Okay, I mean, I suppose. Let's go with the frumenty. I'm not actually sure what is frumenty. I loved him as a wife should properly love her husband, but I would not say that we were friends. I only hope that his appetites were not what led him to his end. I've been searching for the answer to that quandary myself. Were you and Lorenz close that you would trouble yourself so? My motivation is personal. I fear the abbot and the archdeacon will be led to inaccurate conclusions by circumstantial evidence. I mean, yeah. My mentor, Brother Piero, was found with the Baron's body, but I do not believe he killed your husband. Situation is more complex than it appears. Yeah, let's not talk about Piero. I'm afraid I can say no more than that. I see. Well, I suppose it shouldn't surprise me that my husband made his share of enemies. He was a man of many opinions, and he gave them freely to all who would listen, and some who would not. The previous abbot, Father Matthias, seemed to appreciate that about him. This new abbot is, perhaps, more conservative. Father Matthias was an open-minded man, from all I've heard, a true scholar. Father Gurno doesn't share Matthias's passion for the written word, yet endures the expense of it. To be put in such a position would make any man unhappy, I understand. I wonder what he will make of Lawrence's gift to the abbey. Wait for her to continue. He had found a book about the history of Tassing. He believed it contained some scandalous details. He said it corroborated fears Father Matthias had expressed, but he didn't share the particulars with me. Do you have a sense of what the scandals involved? Was the appearance of the book peculiar or noteworthy in any way? Let's go down the scholarly route. It was neither large nor small, bound in blue leather. Unfortunately, I never examined it closely. My apologies. I'm sorry I can't be of more help. I have some education, but I lack my husband's thirst for knowledge. If you find the book, hopefully its significance will be apparent. If God wills it. Do you plan on staying and tassing along? Will you be returning to Worms soon? Perhaps in a few days. I await on the arrival of the Archdeacon. When his investigation is complete, I will go. Though the circumstances of my time here are dire, I'm in no hurry to return. Wait for it to continue. You are a disarming man, Master Maler, and much too easy to talk to. To be frank, I do not know what will become of me when I return to Worms. My title and residence may be in jeopardy. Lorenz and I have a son, but he is, youngest yet. I don't know many of the legalities, only that my position is at some risk. Oh, that's a good point, actually. You're in a difficult position, my lady. I will pray for your happiness. I suspect you'll survive just fine. I pray for your happiness. As will I, Master Maler. If we had taken the legal background, maybe we could have commented there or something. I am sorry to cut our conversation short, but I fear I must rest. Thank you for having me at your table. Of course you've had a long... Yeah, thank you for having us at your table. Be well, Master Maler. And whatever anyone says of my husband, I'm certain he appreciated your friendship. Okay, is it sleepy time? I should get some sleep, or break into the library. Break into the library? Why would we break into the library now? That is curious. Alright, so... maybe we could visit Smoky the Forest. It's getting late, head back to Gertner's and get some sleep. A lot of work out in my head if I'm going to figure out who really killed the Baron. We'd also try to break into the library and take a look at those records. What to do? Archdeacon's investigation. Stonemason's anger. This is a tough one. Well, I don't think we can do anything else. And, I mean, breaking into the library sounds way more fun than, yeah, let's break into the library. Come on, it sounds way more fun than going to sleep. So do we go in via the church? Yes, we do. Oh, shit. Matthew is the Abbey's circator? Circator. Monk responsible for making grounds in the Abbey to make certain everyone is where they are supposed to be, doing what they are supposed to do. If he sees me, he'll kick me out. I have to keep out of sight until he's past. Good thing he can't see well. Oh, good hiding spot. Okay. So now into the library. So, are we going to be going via the crypt? And the secret entrance? No, not there. If I go up these stairs, it's going to take a while to find the records I need. I'll lose some time tomorrow morning, unless I turn back now. Oh, okay, so this is like a point of no return kind of thing. Into the library or wait. I'll lose some time tomorrow morning. Do we have to do anything in the morning? I don't think so. Just interrogate some... So, I'm getting the impression that there's a time limit on this. Let's enter the library. Let's do it. Okay, search the nuns' records. So, not there. What's this? De Herbis Cambriare? The writer is Caedphilus of Salopia. I don't believe I've heard of him. Mugwort and Butcher's Broom. I'm not familiar with their properties, but they sound extraordinary. A beautifully illustrated book, and the author appears to be speaking from his own personal experiences. A wonderful hidden treasure for the Abbey. Okay, pretty cool. So I'm guessing we're going upstairs. And what is this? What do we have here? A bifolium from the Mysteria Astra. I've read a number of treatises on astronomy, but I've never heard of this one. Seems rudimentary, explaining the connection between astrological signs and the elements and their basic relationship to alchemy. Was this what... what was that chap in the forest's name? Is this something that he would want? Each sign is governed by one of the 4 elements. Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces are the water signs. Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo are earth signs, and so on. It cuts off there. The next page is about something else entirely. Sister Illuminata must be trying to reconstruct the larger text. Given the dramatically different content of the following page, the choir this bifolium came from must have been assembled improperly. Yeah, let's go with that one. Those 2 pages were interesting enough, I suppose, but quite basic. Ah well, they can't all be Aristotle. Alright, we should be putting a pin in that, I think. Let's read this one here. This is most curious. Historia del Labyrinthio Librorum. Account of the Labyrinth of Books. Okay. So, is this image on the right, then? Is this Septrario Dudenes? I can't read the script, unfortunately. But Germania, Gallia, Hibernia, Roma, Hispania, Leonis, Egyptus. Oh, so this is where, like, all the books are located? I've heard tales of some incredible libraries across... Oh, of different libraries, of course. But a labyrinth? Wonder what secret text could be hidden in a place. Must be metaphorical. You need an extraordinary amount of books to actually build a labyrinth. I believe a Bolognese professor told me a tale of such a place in Piedmont. Oh, man, look, we could go with any of them now. Yeah, but a labyrinth? I'd love to get lost in such a place. I'll have to see if I can borrow this book when I have some free time. That looked pretty cool. Alright, let's keep going. See, this is the good stuff that Sister Illuminata doesn't let us in on. What is this? This looks promising. The familiars of the Sisters of Kierso Abbey. Yes. Alright, this could be something. What do we have here? Mater Katharina... Mother Catherine was the first to enter records, it looks like, almost 50 years ago. Sora Hildegard... Sister Hildegard? Is that right? Sister Hildegard from the Goldreich family in Ravensburg, quite wealthy. It looks like she became the prioress after Mother Catherine. So is this just a history? Yeah, this is a history of the mothers then. Yeah, and she becomes Mother Hildegard. Oh, we can't look at that. Sister Cecilia? Sister Cecilia Adelhard. Oh, this is Mother Cecilia's record. Wait, she's from the Welser family? They're one of the most powerful families in Augsburg. It looks like her family donates a lot of money in Kierso every year. More than my family sees in 10. Interesting. So Sister Cecilia, say that 100 times, she's something of a big shot. Sister Gertrude? Sister Gertrude from Hoff, the herbalist, yes. Her father is an apothecary, that explains it. So that's why she's got her herb garden. Matilda, Oblate, yes, the nun's cellarer. She came from Kempton. Merchant family, they donated pigments to use in the scriptorium. Quite thoughtful. I'll have to thank them if I ever get the chance. Wait, what's... Mens... Mao to September. May to September. What, she's out? What is that? This notes that Sister Matilda left the abbey for several months. Why would she do a hermitage? Seems strange that she's the only entry with such a note. The date's 3 years ago. This was just before Father Matthias died. which means it was around the time Baron Rothvogel visited. This has to be it. Matilda must be the nun the Baron harmed on his last visit. I should talk to Mother Cecilia again, and maybe Sister Matilda as well. Okay, so now, yeah, this is a good lead now. Sister Illuminata? Oh, this should be interesting. Sister Illuminata. Named Angeline, from the Capocci family in Perugia. It looks like they have some connection to Kirso through an old abbot, Rudolf. Her family donates money to the abbey every year as well. Okay, well that's all we can do there. Let's look at the next page. So yeah, so Sister Cecilia becomes Mother Cecilia. Sister Sophia, have we met her? Sophia from Birgitz. Oh, she's that one, okay. Her family is poor, but they donated flour. Okay, and who's that? Fisbeth Obata Lisbeth Oblate. She's from Utrecht. Who's this? Lisbeth Oblate. It looks like she has an eventful life before coming here. Married with a child, both died. Her merchant family has some connection to Kirso through the Kaufmans of Rotherburg, ob der Tower. Rotherburg of the Tower? Ob der Taube, a free imperial city and homes several holy chivalric orders and monasteries. The city was a gathering point for pilgrims, Catholic and Protestant alike. Okay. And Margareta? She's the blind one, isn't she? Sister Margaret, oh, the blind girl who assists Gertrude. She went blind because of a failed surgery on her cataracts. Wealthy peasant family, they donated wool and a pasture in Krimmel. Hang on, I'm quite sure that it mentions this here in the, not the glossary, but in the wider text that we have, the wider journal for the different character bios. So, should that not have been there? Are we meant to discover that through reading this here? If so, that's a bit of a spoiler, isn't it? Sisters Dena. This should be good. They donate a fortune to the abbey. No wonder Mother Cecilia and the abbot let her behave as she does. Okay, so she's the wild one, is she? Well, I think that's all we can read here. Isn't it? Are we missing something? I don't think so. Talk to Cecilia or Matilda. That was... Yeah, that was useful. That's pretty much why we came here, isn't it? For sure. Note on Sister Matilda. Speak with Matilda. Okay. And... Oh, come on, let's go. Let's get out of here before we are caught. Uh-oh. I didn't jinx things, did I? Oh, hello. Thomas and... No. No. What in the... What? Shit. I'll break for the stairs. They couldn't possibly catch me. I'll talk to them. We can work this out. We'll come to an understanding. Alright, I just need to wait for Rudiger and Mother to leave. Just a little patience. Oh, I see. So this is where... What am I going to... Let's think about it for a second. What am I going to do now? Oh, I see. So, remember these guys here? This is that Bernadette? That's Aristotle, and that's the Jester. Just wait for them to finish, then leave. It can't take that long, can it? You should speak with them openly in good faith as men of reason. I don't think that'll work, Aristotle, but I mean, maybe it will. Or run for it. Go, 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 go. It can't take that long, can it? Let's go with that. I don't want to fall asleep on this cold floor. I shouldn't just sit here and watch in any case. If I can't get out of here before the sisters arrive in the morning, it might be even worse. It may not be awful if Zdena finds me first. Maybe we're friends? I mean, maybe. She seemed pretty cool. I can't tell with her. I'll break for the stairs. They can't possibly catch me. I'll talk to them. Let's just chill. I mean, we waited when we were in the, Yeah, we waited when we were in the autopsy room, so let's just have a little patience. And of course, this is what it meant when it said we would lose time. Jeez, yeah, so this is definitely the next day. Andreas? Andreas, wake up! Well, are you here for the books? Or from me? Or from me? What? I was walking in my sleep. A book? The library so poorly organized that I fell asleep looking for it. I was looking for clues, trying to figure out who killed the Baron. Brother Pietro doesn't have much time. You, of course. What? Guys, could we... Is she... Do you think she's up for it? Is she trying... I mean, she's... Well, yeah, let's flirt with her. Let's... I'd call you a liar, but I know it's the truth. Hello? You probably pray every evening that when you knock on the door in the morning, that I'll answer instead of Illuminata. Yeah, something like that. Do you want to keep talking? Nope. You? Damn, son. We have got game. Okay. Sister Zdena, are you here yet? Oh, crud. Illuminata. Sister Zdena? Control yourself. Hold a finger to your lips. What are we going to do? Say nothing? Hold a finger to your lips. Angrily presents the upraised middle finger on her right hand. Oh, damn it. Come on. She gives us the bird. Oh, God protect us. Sister Illuminata, come quickly. Someone is sleeping behind the bookshelf. Oh, that's actually a... Is that a good cover? Well, that covers her from the seduction, but... Andreas? How did you find your way in here? This will be... Oh, goodness me. And why are you here in the first place? You scared Sister Zdena half to death. I was looking at the Abbey's admission records for clues about the Baron's death. There were books I wanted to see, and you never let me look at them. It's as simple as that. I mean, this is the truth. Let's go with this. It might help. What did the Abbey's records have to do with Baron Rothvogel's murder? I learned that the Baron hurt one of the sisters on his last visit to Kersau. Oh, I see. Yes, Sister Matilda. What happened to her was evil. But if you were reading about Sister Matilda, you can't really believe she killed the Baron. Matilda killed Baron Rothvogel? Shush, of course not. I sincerely doubt that it's possible. I can't rule anything out. Why not? Grief makes people do terrible things. You must admit she had good reason. Well, I can't rule anything out. That is not your place to decide. It is the Archdeacon's. I have no desire to see Brother Piero lose his life either, but this is out of my hands. This is not appropriate for us to discuss any further. You should speak to Sister Matilda or Mother Cecilia. I agree. Yeah, we will do that. I can't speak with you. It is not my story to tell, and in case you've forgotten, you shouldn't even be here. Please leave immediately. Of course. I'm sorry for the trouble. As you should be. Come, Sister Zdena, we have work to do. That little look back. Do you see that, guys? That cheeky look back. I should find someone to eat with. Oh boy. Yeah. Let's go have some breakfast. Wait, so how are we going to get out of here? Through the church? And I'm guessing we just leave through the... Wait. If we're here, can we look around? Sebhat? I wanted to check... Is it the dormitory? Okay, the monks. That's into the church. Hang on. One of the things we've got to do is... where is it? It's... oh, okay, it's not here. Wait, this is Occult Hands. Need to figure out the meaning of the cipher Ferenc wrote in his scriptorium. He used a volvel while writing it and he took it with him. He can't keep it in his robes all the time, can he? Could we find more out about this while we're here? I mean, we're not supposed to be here. So... But, like, I mean, where else would he keep it, if not on his person? In the dormitory? In the refectory? I mean, in the scriptorium for sure, but we can't... In the prior's house? We could have a... No, let's get out of here. It is not immediately clear. Old Sebhat? Nah, Sebhat's not going to be useful. Well, I mean, I know we shouldn't just be thinking about utility here, but, you know, we do have a murder to solve. To the Upper Abbey. Wait, where are we going? We want to go out. Chapter House. Gurno? Do we want to speak to Gurno? Cloister. Refectory. So, wait, have we been invited back into the Abbey now, then? I mean, maybe we have. Let's... I mean, yeah, we probably have been invited back in, so while we're here, let's make the most of it. Let's have a look-see around for Brother Ferenc, and see if we can get a word out of him. And maybe get to the bottom of the cipher business. So, yeah, I think we'll do that. Anyway, guys, we'll take a quick break here, and when we get back, we will hopefully get a bit more information from Brother Ferenc. If not, we'll find someone and have a spot of lunch with him. But that's all for now. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.